Hey, Olive, Arlo, and Frank. Grandpa coming to you from Tom and Lucy's house. Arlo, you just went in for a nap. Hopefully you'll stay in there. But you're going to make a video with me this afternoon. But today when we were downtown going for a little hike, came across a really cool bookstore. And in the bookstore I found a couple books about people who were heroes of mine. The first one is about a man named Henry David Thoreau, who wrote a book called On Walden Pond. And it's a book that I've read several times. It means a lot to me in my life. But this is a kid's version, so it's just going to talk about the man and what he did. So he built a little kind of a cabin in the woods, and he lived there. He lived very simply. He grew food and he captured animals to eat. What did Henry do? Here's, so this place there looks like a train station or something. It says Concord. I think it was in New Hampshire. What did Henry do? He went to the woods and built a little house on the edge of a pond. He made friends with a mouse. Oh, so this is a poem. Cool. There he is. And he really did make friends with a mouse. He had a mouse that came in his cabin all the time. So, spoiler alert, don't tell this story to your grandmother. She won't be happy when the mouse comes into the house. Henry studied clouds and looked in birds' nests. So here he is. Doesn't say he stole eggs from them. He hoed his beans and whittled with guests. So hoeing your beans is digging the ground around the beans so that they'll grow better. And whittling is when you take a knife and you carve wood. So people would sit there and talk, and they would whittle and try to carve things out of a piece of wood, little piece of wood, maybe a stick. Henry saw ants battle. He saw circling hawks. So he saw things that he got really close to and looked closely at them, and then things far away, circling hawks, circling up in the sky. He listened to bullfrogs. He followed a fox. And I think they gave up on the idea of rhyming, because maybe this stuff's rhyming, but it's on different pages, and Grandpa's an old man with a bad memory, so I can't even remember. He swam with the dawn, played flute for the fish. And he did that. He would go into this cold pond. Certain times of the year it was frozen over, but when it wasn't, he would go in there, and that's how he got clean. And he played the flute. It's always good to play an instrument. It soothes your soul. Henry watched the world. He wandered and wished. There he is. Out there looking at the stars at night. Then he wrote a book about his plain little house on the edge of a pond and his friend, the mouse. And here he is, sitting there, writing his book. And that's his story, Henry David Thoreau. Peace out.